All right, so we're here today with this box here. In my previous video, I had showed my used Aipas A2 Elite that I got for 300 bucks. Did a little bit of work to it, and anyway, I liked the bike enough that I want to get my wife one. So we're just going to show kind of the unboxing and what it comes with, and how it folds up, and then we'll do a little ride with it later. Just to start out, too, I'm not sponsored in any way by Aipas. They didn't give me any money or anything, so this would be just my complete honest opinion of this stuff as we go. So she's gonna go ahead and unbox it, and we will see what's inside. Looks like it's a TV. I will say, when I was doing research on Aipas, some people were complaining about the shipping and all that. Kind of made me a little worried about it, but I ordered this bike. It's been, well, I've had it probably 2 or 3 weeks. We've had a lot of snow here in St. Louis, but it took about a little over 2 weeks to get here from California, so it wasn't horrible. I kind of wanted to order it before spring, so I wasn't too worried if it didn't show up right away, but the shipping wasn't horrible as far as time constraints. It was about maybe a little over 14 days for it to get here, so it wasn't too bad. So this is how it comes. It's all folded up right now, and looks like it's packed pretty good. We might just pull it out of here as one folded unit, and then start taking some of these zip ties and stuff off. It looks like it's kind of overwhelming to get it out. Maybe we'll have to get it out, and then start taking all the stuff off. So we just pulled it out of the box. It's still folded up. She's gonna go ahead and take all that stuff off. It's got a box here with the charger and a pedal tool and all that good stuff. So the reason why we wanted a budget bike, but I also didn't want like a cheap bike. And I know these bikes are pretty well built just from having that one over there. And they come out of the same factory, I guess, as electric, but they have a little bit lower options as far as it has regular hydraulic brakes, which isn't a big deal. Or not hydraulic, it has manual brakes, which is not a big deal to me because both of us ride regular bikes a lot, several thousand miles a year, so we're used to, both our road bikes have just regular rim brakes, so even these brakes, you got to pull a little harder on them, but they work great, and they will stop your bike if you need it to. It's not a big issue, you know, if you're older or something and you need that extra assist. But don't get me wrong, the hydraulic brakes are nice. I have it on my mountain bike, but I've rode this bike enough now to realize that you don't necessarily need hydraulic brakes on this particular bike. Plus the motor kind of slows you down too. So even on a panic stop, you should be able to stop no problem. So we're just gonna pick it back up. And this has got the 750 watt motor, which is another reason why I chose this over electric, because they got the 500 on their 3.0. They do have the long range, which I kind of want a long range, but I'm going to add a battery to my bike pretty soon here, and I'll make a video on that. Another auxiliary battery. So, and that would still come out cheaper than buying a different brand. So. Anyway, from my experience, these bikes are built pretty well. You know, it's about as good as you're going to get for, especially for the money. So we're just going to go ahead and take all the rest of the stuff off, and then we'll show you how it unfolds and all that. Still kind of unpacking here, but you can see right here, that's where the battery goes, right there, when you unfold it. Battery goes in there. I haven't been taking my battery out. When I charge, there's this port on the bike that you can just plug it in. So I've been leaving it. I'm leaving my battery when I charge it in the bike, but you can remove it, take it out. And we're just still getting through all these zip ties and stuff. This package is pretty good, pretty tight, the way it's packaged. You can kind of see here, there's really no assembly. It's got all the racks on it already. The fenders are on it. The only thing you have to do is she's unfolding it right now to get the handlebars on. You gotta slide the handlebars in. This actually, you can unclick this and that will fold down like it was in the prior frame. So we're just gonna pick it up right now, and the dog's getting in the way. Hold on a second. So these bikes aren't super light. I think they're about 75 pounds. Normally, she's folding it right now. Normally you kind of get over on that side, kind of put your leg there, and then pull the front end. And then there's a latch on the other side that latches those two together. And that's pretty much how you unfold it. It's pretty simple. And then you got the pedals here that fold up and down. I did replace my pedals. I'll go over that in a different video. But yeah, it's already, the only thing you have to do is just slide your handlebars on the top post there, and you're good to go. So it's pretty easy. There's not really any assembly on it that I can tell. Everything looks good, nothing's damaged or anything that I can see, so everything looks pretty good. So within about probably 10 minutes, the bike's almost ready to go. She's got to put that pedal on the one side. They don't put it on, but everything's, all the racks are on it, the headlights on it. The only thing you have to do is just slide the handlebars on the top bar there, and it's ready to go. There's really no assembly at all besides putting that pedal on. So yeah, and this has got the basic, I think the turn E7 speed on. I think every e-bike in the world has that gear set on. It does have a horn and all that stuff. It's got an LED screen. This one still has the black and white screen. I know electric, I think, went to the color screen, but
it even supplied the wrench to put the pedal on.
But like I said, there's, you know, it's the same frame, probably the same wheels. Everything's basically the same. It's just going to be tiny little upgrades like that from the electric to this, from what I can tell. Like I said, my big reason was the electric motor, and I'm not 100% sold on electric bikes. We want to ride them and obviously take them out and everything, but we're not planning on giving up riding our other bikes. We just want these for like traveling and when we're not wanting to work out or nothing. So it's not like we're going to be dedicated just to e-bikes, but that's why I didn't want to put a whole bunch of money into one. And it's really hard to decide what to get to because you can't just go and test drive them. Most of these bikes you have to get online. So, and then we'd gotten that green one over there, like I said, for $300 on Marketplace, and it fit both of us. We both rode it. I rode it about 30 or 40 miles so far. Ever since I got it, it's been snowing and raining, but I took it on a 20-mile ride or a 19-mile ride, and so we know these bikes fit us, and from the research I've done, you know, it seems like it's definitely budget bikes, and the Aipas is kind of like the budget version of it, but they're well built. Even the shock's got a lockout, unlock out, and that shock works well for city ride and stuff like that. You're not going to take these on a mountain bike trail or go off-roading on them, but it's totally fine for dampening some of the road, you know, when you're on the street or whatever. So we're gonna, clean up this mess and then we'll take it out for a ride. All right, we're gonna finish this review out today. We're gonna take a little, I think it's about 20 miles. I don't know for sure. I'll let you know at the end of the ride. But she's had it now for about 2 weeks. She actually commuted with it a few times to work. She's got 66 miles on it now, and she's enjoying it so far. So we're gonna take these off the rack here and do this ride, and I'll kind of pick up the review as we ride and go, and we'll finish it out, and then we'll see what the batteries look like. This ride that we're getting ready to do is pretty hilly to start, and then we'll be on a bike trail for a lot of it, and then we'll be coming back from the city. We're out in the county right now, St. Louis County. We'll be coming back from the city, and then there's quite a few more hills that way coming back. So this should be a pretty good test for the batteries. She won't have a problem with it because she's getting about 10 or 15 miles more charge than I am. I'm obviously heavier than her. She's what, 5'5"? 5'5". So she's a lot smaller than I am. I'm 6'5", 6'6", about 270. So the battery, it makes a big difference on the weight. So anyway, with me, 20 miles with all these hills, it should be interesting to see. I think it should be fine. I think I can go about 25 normally. So we'll see. And I think this is right at 20. It's between, I would say, 19 and 22 miles. So anyway, I'll pick it back up when we get on the road. We're on the streets right now. We're headed towards the trail. And this is a pretty hilly street in St. Louis here. You can probably see this when we come over this hill here. Both directions, pretty hilly. So, And we found, so far we haven't found a hill these bikes can't really conquer. So pretty happy with that, the power of them so far. So this is the trail, this is Grant's Trail in St. Louis. We got on at Union, if you know the area. And this goes from basically the city of St. Louis, River Repair, all the way to Kirkwood. We're gonna take it, we got on in South County basically, off of Union. And we are gonna take it all the way to Kirkwood. And then we're gonna take Kirkwood, we're gonna get off on the streets, get off the trail, get on the streets, take the streets through Webster Grove, Shrewsbury, and get on the River Repair Trail. And that trail goes from like Shrewsbury to the casino and Jefferson Barracks Park, kind of. It kind of breaks up a little bit here and there, but we're not going to go all the way to Jefferson Barracks Park. We're going to go back to Union. So it should be about a 20-mile loop, I think. So you can see I'm in pass 3. I'll be in pass 3 this whole ride. So we'll be averaging probably 15 miles an hour. Right now I'm just pedaling leisurely, and we're averaging about 15.1, 15.5. So, and I'm in gear 7, and more likely she's probably in the same thing. And we're just gonna take this all the way to Kirkwood. Not much to see here. Of course, it's busy. It's a nice Saturday day, and there'll be walkers and bikers and skating and roller skaters and stuff. So we'll pick it back up. Actually, my bike's got 453 miles now, so she's got, 60. She's rode it in a few weeks now. She rides about 5. She's been riding to work. She rides about 5 miles one way, and 5 miles back, obviously. And she really enjoys it. She has a Yamaha gas-powered scooter that she rides. It's a 125cc that she was riding the last couple years, and she said that she would almost rather ride the electric bike because of the exercise factor in it. So I think she'll be riding her bike quite a bit to work this year, and we should get a pretty good idea of how it is. So far, I think she's getting about 35 to a charge before she starts getting pretty low in the battery. We haven't done like a full-on long distance test to see like what she can really get, but she's definitely getting more than I am from the weight difference and the barrel drag difference. But anyway, I'm gonna go through this traffic here and then we'll come back up later. Webster Groves right now about University, got about 10 miles, and I'm actually down 2 bars because of the wind. We got some really heavy wind, and it's really affected my battery. I've never even lost a bar usually with 10 miles. I'm down 2 bars. She's still got all her bars. We're gonna go through here and then hook into Shrewsbury for a little bit, and we'll get over to that trail, and then we'll be in the city, South St. Louis. So yeah, I think we're probably halfway, maybe a little less than halfway. So it's been a pretty good ride. I've been in pass 3 the whole time, gear 7, and averaging probably about 14 to 15 miles an hour. So anyway, that's where we're at. Coming from regular bikes, these have manual brakes, not hydraulic, and I don't really feel an issue with them. I usually ride a road bike with rim brakes, so these are actually an upgrade from what I'm used to. I know some people don't like the manual brakes on these, but they stop fine. You're just going to put a little more power into the brakes if you want to stop quickly. But me personally, I don't see the big deal. I mean, hydraulic brakes are nice, don't get me wrong. But these are perfectly adequate for the speed that these bikes go, I feel. And I mean, yeah, if you're going 40 miles an hour down a hill and you gotta stop, you're probably not gonna stop on a dime. But just tooling around, doing whatever. Even from higher speeds, the stop's pretty decent. You just have to put a lot more effort into the brake handles, brake levers to get the stop. But overall, like I said, I'm pretty happy with them. I'll get her opinion at the end of this ride. Just basically on her bike, and go from there. But we're getting ready to make a ride up here and get into Shrewsbury. So I'll pick it back up later. All right, so it's kind of what we thought when we left. It's about 21 miles, what we did. Neither one of us, we both forgot to turn on our Strava, but she had 66 miles when we left, and now she's got 85, and she's 2 above halfway on her battery, and I was down to 1 bar when we got back, and then when they sit a little bit, they kind of regain. So I got 3 bars left, but I wouldn't have been able to go much farther. It's real windy today, quite a bit of resistance, and the big weight difference between us, obviously it's going to affect your battery quite a bit. They say you get 60 miles on these. I don't think even maybe someone really small on flat ground gets 60, but I think she might be able to get in the 30s for sure. Like I said, she's still above half. We went 20 miles. Maybe she can go 40. I don't know. That's pretty impressive. We did change. We put the steel brakes on hers, got rid of the plastic ones. Pedals, I mean. And she's been commuting on it back and forth to work and stuff. So what do you think? Are you happy with the bike?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. The seat isn't exactly comfortable, but it's not bad.
And see, that's funny because I think the seat's totally comfortable to me, and I still have the stock seat for it. I actually got an aftermarket seat for it. I haven't put it on, but I sit farther back on the seat than she does, so that might be part of the problem with her seat. But go ahead.
So I've got my shocks locked. It's not too bad of a ride.
You notice a little bit of knocking if you unlock.
If you unlock the shock, you do get a knocking.
Both bikes do that. And I don't see a big difference between locked and unlocked, but it does dampen the bumps pretty decently for city riding.
Yeah. I don't know. I like it.
What do you think of the brakes?
The brakes are good. They're starting to squeak a little now that I'm getting miles on them, so they're trying to brake themselves in. So, but other than that, I'm used to manual brakes on my road bike, so
yeah, that's what I told them. Same
I think
here.
It's a lot better.
Same here with me. I know a lot of people complain about them being mechanical online, but if you're not going 40 miles an hour, they stop just fine. They're actually stop better than my road bike does, which is a manual bike, obviously, but I think it's fine. Power-wise, what do you think about the power?
So it's pretty interesting. So I rode in 3.7 the whole ride. Past 3 gear 7 the whole ride, and I seen once I got to like 14, I started ghost pedaling if I was on flat ground in 3.
Yeah, see, I think that's different than mine. We messed with the settings in there. I think we screwed something up because mine, I go about 15, 16 average in thirds and 3.7. Past 3 7th gear. Hers has got full power in third, but we did mess with the settings a little bit the first night we had it. I think we need to reset it and start over on that to so you got a gas-powered scooter. Which one do you think you'll ride more to work, back and forth?
I'll ride this more back and forth work than my scooter.
Why?
1, I like the exercise. 2, it's funner to ride than my scooter. It's easier to park and lock up at my work, and I don't know, I just think it's pretty fun to ride.
Yeah, they are fun to ride.
And when I put it in past 5, it's just like riding my scooter. I'm just cruising around.
And I know you haven't done as much research on these bikes that I have, but what do you think about the $699 price? You think that's a good price?
Hell of a deal.
Yeah, I do too. I really,
hell of a deal.
For that price, I know people complain about it, high prices on e-bikes, but if they would actually go into a bike shop and see what a mid-level Trek costs, you would think this is the best deal in the world, because a mid-level, like my Surly, I ride a Surly long haul trucker, and those are $2,000 right now for a manual bike setup. It's a steel bike. It's not particularly light. If you go into somewhere and get like a carbon fiber bike or something, you're talking, anywhere from probably
3,500.
2,500 on up to, like, you know, I've seen them as much as 15,000, which I know that's ridiculous, but I think these are a good deal, a good price point.
Great for commuting, college campuses. Like, I would definitely go for it.
Yeah, I don't have
would
any.
even get one for my kid if she was at school, if her school was closer to my house.
I definitely think it's worth it, the value of it, and I'm pretty impressed with it, the price point. It's got pretty much all the same things the higher end bikes have. It's got the turny 7-speed. Most all the e-bikes have that. The biggest difference, I think, is the brakes. It doesn't have hydraulic and a few little things. It's got the regular black and white screen. A lot of the bikes now have color screens. But if you're just getting into e-bikes or you want something that's solid to go back and forth commuting or tool around, I don't think you can beat these bikes. I really, like I said, I'm impressed with it. Mine's got almost 500 miles on it. It still runs great, and she's, like I said, she's got 80 something now. So anyway, yeah, I think that's about it for this. We'd definitely give it 2 thumbs up. And like I said, we're not paid or sponsored by Aipas, so this is just our personal opinions, and this is opinions coming from 2 people that have rode road bikes, regular non-motorized bikes for years, and we love these bikes. So anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. As always, God bless. Just wanted to point out one more thing I thought of. I've seen a lot of complaints about the tires on these blowing out a lot and stuff. This bike here has 450 miles on it, and you can see the tread is still pretty good on it. And we ride in St. Louis, and some of the areas we ride in, I get flats all the time on my regular bike. And I'm not saying that I won't get one on this one, but the way people talk online, they act like if you take these out anywhere, you're going to get a flat. And I've been on some pretty bad areas in St. Louis with the roads where I get flats on my regular bike, and we have not had a flat yet. And then you can see her tire with 80 miles doesn't look much different than this tire with 450 miles. So I'm not saying it's not happening, but we haven't experienced the flat yet or the tire problems that other people have yet. So I would think at 450 miles it would show up by now, but so far it hasn't. So it's just something else I wanted to point out real quick. I see people complain about that a little bit. And the other thing too is I don't think I stressed enough, there's really nothing to put together when this bike comes. It's all in the box ready to go. So all you do is just take all the stuff off of it, the wrapping and all the zip ties and stuff, and it's ready to ride. So that's really nice too. I mean, I'm an auto mechanic by trade, so it wouldn't be a problem for me to, and I've built bikes and stuff, but so it wouldn't be a big problem for me to put a bike together. But if you're not mechanically inclined, these things come basically put together. The only thing you have to do is put the handlebars, slide them into another, the lower shaft, and that's it. So it's very easy to do. And yeah, like I said, I don't really have any big complaints at all about these bikes. For my first experience with the e-bike, I haven't ridden a lot of e-bikes, so I don't have a ton of experience with them, but it's pretty stressful when you go to buy one of these. You're not sure, you know, normally you can't go to the showroom and ride them and all that. And I was worried about the fold-up bike not being comfortable with me being 6'5", 6'6", and it's pretty comfortable. Like I said in one of my prior videos, I wouldn't want to ride 50 or 60 miles a day on it, but 30 miles or something, that's no problem at all. I don't have a problem with that. It's pretty comfortable overall. So I just wanted to throw those 2 things out there before I forget. And the factory pedals, I don't know if I mentioned this in this video, are plastic and they fold up. It's a cool design, and they fold up out of the way, but they're very small. And like I said, I'm a size 14, so it didn't work for me very well at all. My foot kept slipping off, and we changed it with these metal pedals. They are quick release pedals, and they have spikes in them. It's a bigger platform, and you can just take them off real quick. So you can still have the fold up option with it without losing any of the space with the fold up option. You just got to have the pedal off. So anyway, I just wanted to point those things out real quick before it's just 2 things I thought of, or a couple things I thought of before I edited the video out. So anyway, thanks for watching.